Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, Clash Pro version 3. Super excited to play with this because I used to play with the Clash Pro. Stay tuned.
Tag partner!
Oh gosh!
Oh, Coach Goo just did a tweener on the FastTrack tennis. You can get your tweener on the FastTrack tennis too. 365 days a year. Discount code is below. Get your FastTrack on today.
All right, guys, so Clash Pro version 3 in the house. As you can see, like with all the rest of the Clash line, loving this black, and I'm loving this, what I'm going to call is orange. It's like a fiery, I don't want to say reddish, pinkish orange, but the black really looks great in it. I used to play with a Clash Pro version 1 when it was a 16x19. Now, and started in version 2, 16x20. A little more control, brought the strings in a little bit more. I'm guessing breakage was a problem with some of these. But yeah, excited to try it. Weight really hasn't changed in these. It is pretty much the same as static is a 10.8, which is 305 before strings and an overgrip, and 10 points head light. So this is pretty much going to have a very, very fast head. 100 square inches, obviously, with a 16x20 pattern. I strung it with its element soft. And that color actually matches the racket really, really well. So they recommend stringing it with Element Soft because, well, there's no more smart string. And the color kind of matches the racket. That's my thing. But Wilson actually did say string this up with ALU, actually. So we're going to try it with ALU first and then with the Element Soft. Okay, stay tuned.
All right, new Clash 100 in the house, 100 Pro in the house. And Coach Jerod, what did you think?
Still can't get over how the paint job looks. Very nice racket, looks great. Again, as I said in the other one, this is definitely a nice update from V2. Just liking the black and the red on it. For me, usually I actually gravitate towards the pro models, or I guess the tour models of rackets, just because I kind of like having a little bit more weight in the stick itself. So with this racket, obviously it's a little bit heavier than the standard one. At the same time, they actually changed the string patterns. Instead of 16x19, it's 16x20. As I was telling you, Harry, I think they should have kept this as a 16x19.
Said the same thing.
So the problem is, I mean, 16x20 rackets, I have been enjoying them lately. I traditionally do struggle with them kind of on any other stick just because I can't really get, I guess, enough kind of launch on my ball. I think with the Clash Pro, they kind of have that same feeling where the launch angle for me feels a little bit slower than higher. So for me, I was kind of having a hard time dialing in my shots. I will say that it's still an improvement from V1. I think the sweet spot's still defined. You can definitely feel that on the racket, and any off-center shots don't fly on you, which is great. But at the same time, they also kind of made this a little bit more headlight than the standard version. So what's kind of weird is I felt like I was getting a lot more stability with the standard model, just because I think it had a 16-19, a little bit more open string bed and kind of more pop to help you hit the ball through the court. Whereas this one, you kind of have to do the effort yourself. At the same time, it's a little bit heavier, so it's kind of harder to swing, if that makes sense. So I think this racket is probably made for people that are just looking to kind of just swing out with a racket and kind of look to generate their own heavy ball, but this isn't really necessarily for everyone. And then for me personally, I think my game relies on a little bit more help from the stick itself instead of me just generating my own pace. So I mean, it's definitely, again, still an improvement from the previous generation that I tried. Paint job is super nice, but for me, I just don't think this one's for me, but someone else might find some enjoyment in it. So yeah, still a fun play test.
Right, so Coach Jerod's referencing version 1, which he's tried before. Version 2 was already a 1620. It didn't do as well as version 1. I feel like the pro model in version 1 did way better than version 2, but they stuck with the 1620 string pattern in version 3. They did stabilize it though. It is very, very stable. The off-center shots worked well. It sent the ball back. You didn't feel any reverberation, vibration, or any kind of shock in the off-center hits. Even when I framed it, I actually didn't feel anything. Good job, Wilson. Bad job, me. But whatever. But no, good job with this. I agree with you. I feel like 16-19 was the sweet spot in this particular frame. I feel like the weekend warriors, the guys that are 4-0, 3-5, 4-5, even up to maybe 5-0, could definitely, you know, benefit from that 16-19 more open string pattern with a little bit more spin, feel, and all that stuff. And then the new technology in there would have definitely been great with it. But, you know, for what it is, it's great though. You know, we like the colors, we like the dampening aspects of it, the plowing and the stability, especially that burnt orange, guys. I love it. I love it. So guys, if you're a fan of Gen 1, this thing will probably be okay for you. I think you'll like it. Gen 2, that red, you know, don't like it. But Coach Jerod, yeah, I thought this would be better than the 100, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
but I like the 100. I'm with you.
The 100's a good one, guys. It's a good one.
Coach Jerod, thank you so much.
Of course.
Where can I find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at ModTennis and follow my joint Instagram at KJ Tennis.
All right, guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.